Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I'm going to talk about messing with the middle and what I think it means, because there are a lot of opinions out there. And so just before I dive into it, guys, just before I dive into it, we're having a contest. When we get to 100,000 subscribers, we're giving away 3 free coaching sessions to 3 separate people, 1 each. Okay. And so all you need to do to enter is subscribe, share our videos, as well as comment, what if you manifested using the law of attraction? And guys, I have a course out. It's called Create the Relationship You Love. It's good for anybody that's trying to recreate any single relationship that you currently have, whether it's a crush or getting an ex back, or, a relationship with your brother, your mother, your sister, anybody whatsoever. So guys, let's dive into it. Messing with the middle. Now, I see a lot of stuff being said. One of the main things that I see is that, manifesting a text or dinner or anything is messing with the middle. Now, me personally, okay, I believe we're all gods. You guys are gods of your reality, okay, in your quantum bubble. So I don't like to think that I can mess with anything in my reality, because everything I do is perfect, okay? So that's the first thing that I want to say about messing with the middle is don't ever think that you can mess with anything, because you can't. You're perfect, okay? And always come from that. Now, let's dive a little bit into, what I do think messing with the middle is referring to when Neville talks about it, okay? I believe he's talking about negative thoughts, okay? So, for instance, okay, and this is from my own personal experience. From my own personal experience, you guys know I've manifested Andrew, and I manifested every text, every dinner, and everything, because that's what I would see, hear, and feel when I had my end result. So my end result was to live with him, marry him. And I said, what does this see? What am I going to see? What am I going to hear? What am I going to feel? What actions are we going to have and take? What are we going to do together? And I took all of those thoughts and I said, okay, those are all the things I'm going to start intending and manifesting now, because that is in line with my end result. Okay. So if any thought that you have right now is in line with your end result, you're not messing with the middle. You're creating a bridge of incidences. You're creating it to actually happen. Now, if I was to have a thought when I was thinking, oh, you know what, I want to be with Andrew and I want to marry him and I want to have communication, and I was like, oh, but I don't think he wants to talk to me. That thought's actually messing with the middle. You're messing with the natural progression of things, or, the universe working, your subconscious mind working on that end result. Okay. So, some things, okay, will manifest without a second thought. And I think this is maybe where some people come up with the, don't manifest a text or anything in the middle, because you're going to mess with it. Because some things you can think about and they will show up like that, or they show up without a second thought. But that's because you have zero resistance to it. Okay. You didn't think twice about it. You didn't have a negative thought about it. You thought about it once and it happened. Okay. So it's like someone texting you out of the blue, or, seeing a rose if you intend to see a rose, same thing with seeing cars. So what happens, right, when you think about something? Okay, so everyone's probably experienced this. You bought in a new car and you've never seen that car on the road, and all of a sudden you bought this new car and you see it everywhere. That's because you've brought it into your conscious awareness. So now your subconscious mind brings it into your reality. Okay, so that's how your thoughts work. So when you don't give something a second thought, you're not blocking it, you're not creating resistance, it's going to show up in your reality. Now, where this comes into where we get, I think, confused with messing with the middle. And this is how I sorted out from my own personal experience, because I did manifest every text, every dinner, and everything with Andrew, and we live together, and I'm sure we're getting married in no time, because I've been intending it. Okay. So, when you have resistance to something, you have to persist. Okay. So when you have resistance, when you make a declaration for something, okay, let's say my declaration is, to be in a committed relationship with Andrew, or for Andrew to propose to me. Okay. So that's now my goal. That's my end result. That's my end. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is my subconscious mind is automatically, I'm going to start noticing things that aren't in line with that, thoughts that come up that are going to block that. So let's say, for instance, I got a thought that, he's got baggage and he doesn't want to get married again. Now that thought is messing with the middle, and that thought is going to come, up to me when, say, for instance, he may say it, or it may come into my mind. And all it's there is your subconscious mind saying, hey, acknowledge this. deal with it. And how do you deal with it? You just say, no, I intend he's over his baggage and he's ready to be in a relationship. That thought now puts you back on track to actually manifest what you're looking to manifest. I made notes today for this video, guys. So, so when there's resistance, okay, I know sometimes we may be worried, to say, okay, well, if I make intentions for them to text me, I'm going to mess with the middle. I mean, that's a block in itself. Okay. A block in itself is getting too caught up of what messing with the middle is, because if you say, no, look at, you know what, I can do anything in my reality and whatever I do is perfect. And I'm not going to mess with anything. I'm going to get to what I want. Everything I think and do gets me to what I want. And that's really the focus that you want to put, in your thoughts and in your mental diet. Okay. So this is why mental diet is so important. And Neville does talk about mental diet. Okay. So mental diet is not messing with the middle, because Neville talks about a mental diet and says to do a mental diet. Okay. So messing with the middle is going to be your negative thoughts that you have that are contrary to what you're actually looking to create. Okay. So I know this from personal experience. Okay. Because like I said with Andrea a few times now, is I manifested everything. So what I did in my personal experience is I said, what am I going to see, hear, and feel? And my end result at the time was living together. What am I going to see, hear, and feel when we're living together? I'm like, well, we're going to talk every day. We're going to have dinner, and every night we're going to watch movies. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So I started intending that we started doing all those things. And then what ended up happening was, and this was a partial manifestation, or birds before land, if you want to call it, is he would come over every day and we would have dinner together and we would watch movies together, but he would go home. And then when I brought up the subject of moving in together, he said, well, I've got some baggage, don't want to really do it. And I was like, okay. So then I knew that was my block for that. And I persisted in that new thought that he was over his baggage and wanted to move in with me. But what also helped is I said to myself, okay, he comes over every day for dinner. He hangs out with me every night. He sees me every single day. We're pretty much living together. And then when I started shifting into that thought, then he shifted into that thought, because everyone is you pushed out. Okay. So guys, this is just my opinion on what messing with the middle is. I don't brag normally, but I am successful. I do have a great relationship. I get past my own blocks and resistance. I've reverse engineered, how I've created things, and went, well, is really manifesting a text messing with the middle? Absolutely not. And I also manifested, because I did have a lot of resistance with relationships, I also manifested it in steps. So I said, okay, first step is let's just start dating. Second step is let's get into a committed relationship. Third step is let's move in together. Fourth step is let's get engaged. Fifth step is let's get married. And after that, you got your 1 year wedding anniversary, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, and so on. So again, your end result can always be changeable. Okay. So you want to make sure that, you can create your end result straight to marriage, but you're going to get to marriage and you're going to have to make a new end in your relationship, because everything in your life, is an ongoing thing. There is no end to anything. You pick your end. I mean, you can pick your end to be the day you get married or the day you move in together, or you can pick your end to be the day before, you leave to become energy again, so it's up to you where you want to choose your end. And remember that only negative thoughts can mess with what your actual goal is. Positive thoughts and creating things that you're going to see, hear, and feel and do when you have what you want is only going to reinforce you getting what you want. And it's going to help you to encourage you. And it's going to help you to find your blocks as well. So when you do make a declaration for something and you do see something negative that comes in, whether the person says it to you or you think it, then just simply acknowledge it and renounce it. Okay. You can't ignore it and say, okay, it's not there. It's not there. He's not, but it was said, it was thought. So just accept it and change it into the positive. Okay. So anyways, guys, I hope that helps. I made notes on this today. Remember, guys, each and every single one of you guys are perfect. And please don't think that you can mess with anything, because you can't. Everything is your creation, and you are the God of your reality, or whatever you would like to call it. I mean, it's you, it's all you. Everyone is you pushed out. You've got your quantum bubble, and everybody is constantly overhearing the thoughts that you're having. So make sure you're focusing on what you want. And the more energy you put towards what you want, if you have resistance, the quicker you're actually going to get there. So guys, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.